Tips for showing your home. In this video, we're going to discuss what needs to be done to prepare your home for a showing. So you're selling your home, and at this point in the process, your home is staged, painted, cleaned, whatever you wanted to do to get your home ready to go on the market, it's done. So at this point, it's now time to show and sell your home.
That means that there's a buyer that actually wants to see your home now, and a showing appointment has been set to show the house, which means that the house has to be ready for that potential buyer coming to visit. Whether it's your agent or yourself preparing the home, these tips are very important in order to show your house in the very best light before every single showing.
So this is the first time this buyer is going to actually see your home in person. So what we like to do is really make the most of that experience. And the best way to do that is to appeal to all 5 senses. So what we're going to talk about first is how to kick it off and appeal to them visually.
As aesthetically inclined creatures, we are visual, so we do fall in love with what we consider beautiful. So we want to make sure your home shows beautifully. We're going to turn on all the lights, we're going to open up all the windows, we're going to make sure the fireplaces are lit in the winter, and we're going to make sure water features are running.
Next up is sound. Remember, we're trying to appeal to all 5 of the buyer's senses, and sound is a big one. You know, music always brings in energy and good vibes to the situation. So it's nice to have some music on when the buyer walks into the home, and if that music goes throughout the whole house, even better. You know, compared to walking the house in silence, we don't want this to be a museum tour. Waterfalls can add a little nice background sound as well. You know, some homes' AV systems are a little bit more complicated, so make sure your agent knows how to turn on the music and adjust the volume or the station accordingly. And this might be something the homeowner needs to help with as well.
The next one is smell. It is so important that your home smells nice. What that means is things like doggy beds and cat litter boxes need to be put away in places where the scent won't be in the home. You also want to make sure that you have pleasant smells going throughout the house. Now, this is not the time to pull out the Febreze and the Glade, because those tend to have a chemical smell. Things like incense, we don't want that strong scent. What are pleasant smells that will appeal to buyers coming to see your home are things such as fresh flowers or cookies baking in the oven, as well as candles. Now, please, if you do use candles, throughout the house, make sure that they're the same type of candle. We don't want competing scents.
The next home selling tip for preparing your home for showings is to appeal to the sense of touch. And you know, some people are just more tactile. They like to touch things. And we obviously don't want them going around touching your house. But this is where a property brochure fits the need perfectly. With a brochure, a buyer is literally holding your home in their hands. You know, plus a property brochure is an absolute must sales tool anyways. You know, buyers get confused. They go look at 5 or 10 homes in a day, and now they're back home and they can't remember what's what. So a property brochure does a great job of reminding them all of their favorite features about the property, as well as the specs and the price and everything they might need to know about your home.
And the 5th sense is taste, my personal favorite. Don't worry, we're not going to ask buyers to lick your wallpaper. And this one might not be a real necessity, but I think it's important. Whether we have an open house and you give out fresh baked cookies, that's something that stays with a buyer. Who doesn't like fresh baked cookies? Or if it's a private showing, cookies may not be that practical, but a little piece of wrapped candy that the buyer gets to take with them might just make that showing a little bit sweeter.
So when it comes to preparing your home for showings, appealing to all 5 senses will absolutely give you a competitive advantage over the other homes on the market. You know, buyers buy homes that they like and homes that meet their needs. So pulling out all the stops to appeal to the buyer's senses will absolutely help. And look, if they would have loved your home and bought it anyways, then great. If you do all the things we told you about, they're gonna pay you more for the house anyways. So remember, it's important that you follow these steps before every single showing so you're absolutely prepared when the right buyer walks through the door. We at the Rob Jensen Company take care of all of these steps for our clients. Happy home selling.